myself, Dr. Saurabh Agrawal from Urizone Education Private Limited. And today we have Dr. Shruti here. She is also one of our candidates from Urizone. And Dr. Shruti, could you please introduce yourself to our viewers?
Yeah. Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Shruti Subramanian. I am a dentist I come from Chennai. I did my dentistry in the year 2020 at a university in Chennai. And right now I'm currently living in Germany. And I took up the process with Eurozone a year back, and I was able to get myself here in a year.
So how come you have decided to come to Germany?
Like most of my other friends and other dental graduates, even like I had no idea about what I'm going to do after my graduation. And I started working at a clinic right after my graduation, and I was just trying to figure out what I'm going to do after that. And I came across your advertisement for Eurozone Education. It's a very funny story. I just came across that on Instagram one day. And I got in touch with you, and yeah, I mean, from there the process has been very rewarding for me.
Okay.
And I always wanted an experience in a foreign country, either work or masters, and I think I will be able to achieve both of it.
Okay, great. So please, Dr. Shruti, tell me, like, how was your journey when you have started the process? First of all, please tell us about your language. Is it difficult for you to learn the language? It was a difficult decision for you?
Yeah, so German is a difficult language, but it is doable. That's what I would say. I started my journey with learning this language, I think in November of 2021. And by about 6 months' time, I was able to clear 3 levels. And that is what we had initially discussed. And even working side by side, I was able to do my German as well. I was able to do both together. So the classes with till B1, I was given a tutor, a private tutor. I think that is a very good thing for me that happened. I was able to cope up, and I was able to learn a lot more things quicker. So like I said, I finished it in about 6 months, and after which I had 2 more levels to do. And I did my final level here after I got here in Germany. And I ended up doing it in the teachers were German nationals, and I think that really helped me because the accent and the language and the way of speaking, everything differs when your tutor is an actual German national, right? So that really helped, and I think it's been about a year and a half since I started learning this language, and so far the experience has been very liberating, and I think it's doable. It's not very difficult.
Okay, yeah. We have also provided you one-to-one classes, so it was easy for you because you were working at that time, so it was easy for you to take the classes whenever you are feasible.
Exactly, yeah. The timings were very flexible, and my day used to be, I used to go for 2 shifts to my clinic, and in between the shifts, I used to come back home and attend the classes. So it was very much doable.
Okay, nice. So tell me, please, how was your experience with Eurozone in terms of documentation? I know that's not a very easy thing, and how was your experience? It was difficult, like from your hand, or like please explain us like how we have done.
Yeah, actually this country is based on a lot of paperwork, and a lot of legalities are involved here. So I think to be very honest, initially it was very difficult to trust the process itself in the first place than the agency, but the process itself was, not a lot of people have done it, especially from India. So I didn't have any references as to, or experiences as to see how this process actually goes. It was a little not very clear for me initially. And one more thing I want to say is I haven't met anyone from the agency, not yet, and they have been a very huge part of my career development as of today. And I haven't even met them. I don't even know them personally, but they have been helping me at every step of the way.
Have we ever met?
No, I don't think. No, we've not met.
So like we have also not met ever, and it was really difficult for someone who is sitting so far in Chennai to trust someone and give all the documents, original documents you have given to us.
Correct.
So it was a little bit scary for you. You were having some nightmares also, or not?
Yeah, actually, initially it was difficult, but then I was given the opportunity to talk to the other students that you had helped, and I think those calls really helped me as to trust the process and as to go ahead with the process.
Yeah, true. Okay, great. So, I just wanted to tell everybody that how we have done the documentation. It was totally online, and you were sitting at home and you were just sending your documents by post or by DHL, and we were processing everything on your hand. So there was nothing that you have done from your hand, or you have went to some authorities to do the documentation. Everything we have done while sitting at home. Correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So now please tell me, how was your journey now after getting the visa and now you are in Germany? So please tell us what you are doing currently in Germany. And please also tell us how was the experience with C1? How much percentage you have secured in C1?
Yeah. So I think last year in November, I had gotten my visa and I traveled in January, and I've been here ever since. So I came and did my C1 here, like I said, in Germany, and I did it in person. That was very, very helpful, because if you're living in this country, you get to speak the language a lot more than actually being in India. Because even when you enter a shop, everything is in German and you are forced to speak the language.
Definitely.
You have no other
choice. You live in the German environment.
Yeah, exactly. So you have to speak it. In a way, it is a lot, better for you, because you end up developing your knowledge in this language, and it becomes like your, day-to-day language. I think that's the best way to do it. And after which, I would say C1 was as difficult as it sounds and looks. The language school that I went to was very, very motivating. My teachers were extremely motivating, and I owe it all to them. And they had also, conducted a lot of events so that we can speak the language. So they literally make us talk. We are not allowed to speak English or any other language when we are in the campus. So within 2 months, I was able to clear my C1, and I got about, I think, 85%.
Nice, great. I was not having so much of percentage when I have completed my C1.
Okay.
Okay, fine, great. So please tell us what you are doing currently in Germany.
Right. So, like I said, I finished C1 in 2 months. After which I ended up, I wanted to know how a dental clinic is being run here. So I personally, this is my personal step, and I also would recommend it to a lot of other students who are doing it. I just ended up sending my cover letter and my CV to the clinics around from where I live. And I just applied for a hospitation, like it's called an observation here. So, or an observership. And I would have sent my documents, I think, to about 20-25 clinics, because for them it is not very easy to trust, because we don't have a work permit, or technically we are not licensed dentists here. But if we show our interest and if we show our knowledge in the language, I think they are very impressed with us. In my experience, I think I sent it to about a couple of clinics, and I got callbacks. That was very it was very rewarding. And I was given a callback in one of the clinics from where I live. I went for an interview, and they were pretty impressed with my German. and I just completely told them that I'm only here to learn and I don't expect anything in return, because initially I think we also have to give that kind of space to them, let them see how we work and what kind of our work nature is. So for about a month I just went as an observer, and I have been extensively assisting. I had already worked in India for about a year and a half. So I was able to do all the assisting that they do here. So I kept asking them, I had a lot of questions and I was very curious, and that's how you show your interest in this field.
Yes.
So I ended up asking a lot of questions, and they realized that, okay, she's actually interested and she wants to work in this field here. So and in about a month's time, I was offered a job. And right now I'm assisting here at a clinic, and I think I can expect a lot more opportunities for a permanent positioning here in the same clinic.
Great, nice. So you have also started doing your FSP classes?
Correct, yeah. So the license classes, the first license exam has, I've registered myself at one of the institutes here in Germany, and it's a very small group. These classes are done online, and like I said, I'm able to, even in this case, I'm able to do my classes and my work side by side.
Okay. Nice.
Likewise, I am able to learn a lot more things, and I'm able to apply what I learn at the clinic also.
Okay, so like whatever we have promised you from the very beginning, when we have done the consultation, your mother was also there. Whatever we have promised, we have delivered it to you. Correct?
Correct, yeah. I would say yes. I mean,
yeah.
I would say like I said, a lot of paperwork is involved. I don't think I would have been able to do it sitting in Chennai, and it is always better to have someone to help you and someone who knows the process in and out. And this process is also a little, I wouldn't say unpredictable, but it does have its changes. The changes in the sense it's been becoming a lot more favorable to us as skilled workers. And that's why we can expect some kind of changes in the process. But as it is, if you show it to them on paper, I think you're sorted for the upcoming, days.
Yeah, because all the documentation is in German language.
Exactly.
If he wants to come to Germany, it's not possible for him or her to start the process without knowing German language. By the time you learn the language and then you start the documentation, there is a huge gap between your language and arrival in Germany. At that time, you will going to forget everything.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, the more you speak it is good for you, and you're in touch with the language completely.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so what is your next plan? Like you will be starting your job after passing FSP, and then you will be taking the KP classes also from Urizon.
Correct, yeah.
Okay.
So these classes are set to last for a couple of months, after which I'll give my first license exam, and I can work as an assistant dentist for about, say, 1 to 2 years. And after which, or side by side, I'll be taking up my Kenntnissprüfung classes as well, and I can hopefully write the exams.
Yes, definitely. So please give some light, because many dentists, they always ask me, sir, is it beneficial to work in Germany or not? Because in terms of, salary and how much one can save in salary, because Germany is an expensive country. You earn in euros, you spend in euros also.
Exactly.
So could you please give some light on that?
I think this is a huge step up for us coming from India. And from the very first day that I have started working here and I've exposed myself to the work environment, I think they are very respectful, I would say. And according to them, I am not a dentist on paper, but I am dentist. Like, I have studied dentistry. Medicine and dentistry is the same all over the world. It's just that I don't have it on paper yet. But the kind of respect that they've been showing is just, unbelievable. And it is definitely, amazing that I am able to do it in about a year or year and a half. And like you said, you earn in euros and you spend in euros. That is, I think that itself explains a lot. And this is a huge step up for us coming from India. And the things that you work towards, I think personally, it's already been rewarding for me. So I can only expect going higher from here.
Yes, true. Okay, great. So please tell me, like, how was our, like, we have delivered everything to you, and as we have promised. So there was a transparency in the process or not during the process? It was there or not?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a mutual thing, being transparent. I was honest with what I wanted and I explained my situations clearly. So was, the people from Eurozone. And from the very beginning, they have been very, adaptable to my situations and about my needs as to come here. So the process has been super transparent, I would say. I mean, there's nothing to hide. You're only here to help us, so yeah.
Okay, fine. So could you please like to say something to the future dentists who are still in a dilemma whether to stay back in Germany, complete their masters in Germany, or they want to move to abroad countries, but they are not, able to decide whether they want to go to English-speaking countries or Germany. So would you like to say something? And I want you to say something in your language also, in Chennai language.
Okay. Well, for the people in India and my fellow colleagues and friends, I think I would say that you just put yourself out there. Like I said, it's been so rewarding, and I just want to say that kashtapatta you can come up, munnuku vara mudiyum. So this is something that you would do if you really if you're very passionate about this field. So ishtapattu da kashtapadronna, then I think this is a big win. That's what I would say to my friends and colleagues in Chennai. And yeah.
We will be meeting again once you clear your FSP. Then we will going to make a part 2, and then part 3 also once you clear your approbation, Kenntnissprüfung. And I think this much of information will going to help a lot to the future doctors, even dentists, because the process is same for doctors and dentists. There is just a difference in the content of the exam. So it will going to help them, and they can make their own decision, and then we'll see. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you very much for giving the time, and thank you very much for everybody for watching this video. And we will meet you in the next part 2 with Dr. Shruti very soon. Till then, take care and bye-bye.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.